Very good morning, students. Today we are going to learn new topic sequence. So let us learn what is a sequence. A list of particular items or elements. Particular elements in an order. So if you are writing elements in an order, particular elements in an order, we are going to call that it as a sequence. So we have two types of sequences, that is finite sequence and infinite sequence. So first of all, what is a finite sequence? So we are having two sequences, one is finite sequence and the second one is infinite sequence. In a finite sequence, if x is any set where n belongs to natural numbers, then the function will be 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n numbers. So that x is called as a finite sequence. Here the sequence is very finite, means we can count the number of terms in the sequence, so that we are going to call it as finite sequence. Infinite sequence means n number, there is no limit for this sequence. That sequence we are going to call it as an infinite sequence. So the value of any function we are going to define it as fn, f of n, and sequence itself is denoted by an. So there are three important points to learn. If set x is a real number, previously we are taking a natural number. If set x is a real number, then the sequence will, all the sequence will form a real number. Now every sequence means we can call every sequence in our factor as a function, but all the functions are not necessarily a sequence. Means we cannot call all the functions are sequences. Unlike sets, so in sets, elements we will not repeat at all. When we are writing a set, we will not repeat any elements. But when it comes to sequence, elements are repeated. So these are the three fundamental things which we have to know. Next, we will learn about the sequences. The first one is arithmetic sequence. Arithmetic progression or arithmetic sequence. So a sequence is of the form, a plus b, a plus 2d, so on, plus a plus n minus 1 into d plus a plus nd. This we are going to call it as a sequence of arithmetic progression or arithmetic sequence. Is called an arithmetic progression where a is the first term and d is common difference. Common difference. So how we are going to get the common difference means subtracting of the second term minus first term, or else third term minus second term, or else fourth term minus third term. That we are going to get as the common difference. So here general term. So general term of arithmetic progression is given as a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is about arithmetic progression. So let us talk about next geometric progression. So in geometric progression, a sequence of the form AR, AR square, AR cube, so on, AR to the power of n minus 1, AR to the power of n is called a geometric progression series where A is first term, R is common ratio. So here we are going to get the common ratio by dividing second term divided by the first term, or third term divided by the second term, or so on. So here general term of GP is given as a r to the power of n minus 1. So this is about the geometric progression. Next, arithmetic and geometric progression. Arithmetico-geometric progression. The sequence of the form a plus d into r, a plus 2d r square, a plus 3d r cube, so on, a plus n minus 1 into d r to the power of n minus 1, a plus nd r to the power of n. So this is called AGP, arithmetic and geometric progression series, where A is first term, D is common difference, and R is common ratio. So general term of arithmetic geometric progression is given as a plus n minus 1 into d r to the power of n minus 1. So one important note, all APs and all GPs, all arithmetic progressions and all geometric progressions are AGPs, arithmetic geometric progressions. So for example, we can take the series to understand this arithmetic geometric progression. We can take, so let us take one example. In AP, if the terms are 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. In geometric progression, if the terms are 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, so on. So if I want to write arithmetic and geometric progression, then AGP series will be given 0 by 1, 1 by 1 by 2, 2 by, directly we can write the series, that is 0 by 1 is 0, that is 1 by 2, multiply is 2 by 4, 3 by 8 and so on. 1 into 1 will be 1, 2 into 1, 2, 3 into 1 will be 3, 3 by 8 and so on. So this will be, we are going to get it as arithmetic and geometric progression series. Next, harmonic progression. A sequence of the form H1, H2, H3, so on, if 1 by H1, 1 by H2, 1 by H3 are in AP, are in HP, means I can call this H1, H2, H3 are in HP when 1 by H1, 1 by H2, 1 by H3 are in AP. Next, if let us take three terms, if A, B, C are the three terms which are in HP, then B is equals to 2AC by A plus C. This is one of the important information. Next, let us learn about the arithmetic mean, that is average. So, arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean, let n is a positive integer let n is a positive integer, let a1 comma a2 comma a3 so on am, then the arithmetic mean is given as a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus and so on plus an by n. This we are going to call it as arithmetic mean. And next, geometric mean. So when we are talking about geometric mean, same, let n is a positive integer, let a1, a2, a3 so on up to an are the terms, then geometric mean is given by nth root of a1, a2, a3, a4 so on. So depending upon the number of terms, this power, if suppose 2 terms are there, it will be square root, if 3 terms are there, it will be cube root, and so on. Next, harmonic mean. If, so let, directly we can write the harmonic mean of h1 comma h2 comma h3 so on is given as n by 1 by h1 plus 1 by h2 plus 1 by h3 plus so on. This we are going to get as harmonic mean. Okay. Next, let us talk about theorem 5.2. If am is arithmetic mean and gm is geometric mean of the two non-negative numbers, then we need to prove that arithmetic mean is always greater than geometric mean. So let us start doing the proof. Let a comma b be two non-negative integers, non-negative numbers. So we are assuming that our numbers are non-negative. So arithmetic mean can be given as a plus b by 2, sum of numbers by number of numbers, and geometric mean is given by square root of ab. Why I am writing square root? No need of mentioning here 2. Already this symbol indicates that root 2. Okay. Arithmetic mean is given and geometric mean is given. Now the question is, we need to prove that arithmetic mean is always greater than geometric mean. So we have a formula that a plus b whole square minus 4ab will be always equals to a minus b whole square. This is the identity. If I expand this, I am going to get it as a minus b whole square. So whenever a square number is there, it will be always greater than or equals to 0. So this can be written as a plus b whole square minus 4ab is greater than or equals to 0. I am assuming that this number is 0. Let a minus b whole square is equals to 0. Keep that as separate. Now a plus b whole square is greater than or equals to 4ab. So a plus b is greater than or equals to square root, means it will become 2 root ab. So I will transfer this to this side, it will become a plus b by 2 is greater than or equals to root ab. So a plus b by 2, we already know that it is arithmetic mean. So I am going to write here, arithmetic mean is always greater than geometric mean. So the first proof is already proved here. But the thing is that we need to prove that this equality holds if and only if two numbers are equal. So already I know that this will be greater than or 0 or else equals to 0. If I am assuming equals to 0 means, then automatically a minus b whole square is equals to 0, that is a minus b is equals to 0, a is equals to b. If a is equals to b, then whatever the arithmetic mean answer will be there, then geometric mean also will be same. Okay, next, theorem 5.3. If geometric mean and harmonic mean of the two non-negative numbers, then we need to prove that geometric mean is always greater than or equals to harmonic mean. So let us start doing the proof. Let A and B, A comma B be two non-negative numbers. Two non-negative numbers. So for this A comma B, geometric mean is given by root of AB and harmonic mean is given by 2AB by A plus B. So now let me subtract these two. So geometric mean minus harmonic mean can be given as root AB minus 2AB by A plus B. So here the LCM is A plus B. So it can be given as root AB into A plus B minus 2AB. So in this two I can take root AB common. So the left terms are A plus B minus 2 root AB by A plus B. So next A root AB can be given, this can be written as root A minus root B whole square by A plus B. So here we know that this is the term. Since it is a square term, it will be always greater than or equals to 0, square term. So I can write it as geometric mean minus harmonic mean. This total I will assume it as greater than or equals to 0. Why I am assuming? Because it is a square term. So square term numbers will be always greater than or equals to 0. Therefore geometric mean is greater than harmonic mean. So from 1 and 2 means in the above theorem 5.2 I have proved that arithmetic mean is greater than geometric mean. In this theorem we have proved that geometric mean is greater than harmonic mean. So from 1 and 2 I can say that arithmetic mean is always greater than or equal to geometric mean is always greater than or equals to harmonic mean. Okay. Next, let us talk about exercise 5.2 first bit second question. So the question is write the first 6 terms of the sequence whose nth term. So it is given that AM is n plus 1 into n plus 2 by n plus 3 into n plus 4. And we need to check whether it is in AP, GP or HB or AGP. In any of these four, for which one it is satisfying or for 4 also it is satisfying, we need to check out. So first A1. A1 is 1 plus 1 which is 2 into 1 plus 2 3, 1 plus 3 4 and 1 plus 4 5. So that is 6 by 20. So 3 by 10. A1 is 3 by 10. Next A2. 2 plus 1 3. 2 plus 2 4. 2 plus 3 5 and 6. So 2 2s, 2 3s, 3 3 gets cancelled which is 2 by 5. Next A3. Third term in the sequence. So 3 plus 1 4 5 6 7. 2 2s, 2 3s, 10 by 21. A4. Fourth term in the sequence. 5 6 7 8. 2 3s, 2 4s. So 15 by 28. A5 and A6. A5. 5 plus 1 6. So 6 into 7. 8 into 9, 2 3s, 2 4s, 3 1s, 3 3s, so 7 by 12. A6, 6 plus 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 4s, 2 5s, 28 by 45. So these are the total 6 terms. So let me write this series, the sequence of first 6 terms. First 6 terms are 3 by 10, 2 by 5, 10 by 21, 15 by 28, 7 by 12, 28 by 45. So if you observe this is not in AP. Clearly we can say that, okay, to observe this whether it is in AP or not, arithmetic progression, let us do common difference. So common difference is not at all same. Why? Because we can clearly say by seeing that denominators they are not equal. So clearly it is not in AP. and common ratio will also not be same, and it will not be in GP as well as harmonic progression or AGP. So it is not in AP or geometric progression or harmonic progression or arithmetic and geometric progression. Okay, next, first bit, fourth question, we have to write the first 6 terms. So given solution will an is equals to -1 whole to the power of n by n. A1 -1 by 1, that is -1 whole to the power of 1. A2 -1 whole square by 2, that is 1 by 2. Next, A3 -1 whole cube by 3, so which is -1 by 3. A4 -1 whole to the power of 4 by 4, which is 1 by 4. A5 -1 whole to the power of 5 by 5, which is -1 by 5. A6 -1 whole to the power of 6 by 6, which is 1 by 6. Therefore, the sequence of first 6 terms is -1, 1 by 2, -1 by 3, 1 by 4, -1 by 5, 1 by 6. So to check in AP, if I want to check in AP, then I will check the common difference first. Common difference is 1 by 2, A2 minus A1, 1 by 2 plus 1, that is 3 by 2. Next, other common difference is -1 by 3, -1 by 2, which is -5 by 6. So -3 by, here it is 3 by 2, here it is -5 by 6. I have done A2 minus A1 and A3 minus A2. So A2 minus A1 and A3 minus A2, both answers are not matching. Therefore, the series is not in AP. It is not in AP. If it is not in AP, then definitely it will not be in HP. So next, geometric progression, if I want to check, so I have to check the common ratio. So common ratio should be constant. So common ratio is T2 by T1, that is 1 by 2 by -1, which is -1 by 2. And the other factor is common ratio, which is -1 by 3 by -1 by 2, that is 2 by 3. Minus gets cancelled. So common ratio is also not constant, therefore the series is not in geometric progression. Therefore, the above series is not in arithmetic progression, geometric progression, harmonic progression, or arithmetic, geometric, and AGP progression also. Next, second question, write the first 6 terms whose nth term is given. So only we need to write the 6 terms. So first, given solution. So A1, if I want to write A1, it is the first term. So n is equals to 1, so that will be 1. A2, second term, that is also 1. A3, third term, which is also 1. Next, fourth term, so it is more than, n value is more than 3. So I have to consider this, that is A, 4 minus 1, which is A3 plus A2 plus A1. A3 value is 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 3. This is A4 value. Next, A5, 5 minus 1, A4, A3, A2. A4, 3 plus 1 plus 1, 5. Next, A6 value, A5, A4, A3. 5 plus 3 plus 1, 9. So these are the 6 terms. It is asking to write the first 6 terms. Therefore, the first 6 terms are 1, 1, 1, 3, 5, 9. So these are the first 6 terms. Next, third bit, fourth question, we need to write only the nth term in this series. So let us start the solution. Given series, the series is 6, 10, 4, 12, 2, 14, 0, 16, minus 2, so on. A1 is 6, A2, 10, A3, 4, A4, 12, A5, 2, A6, 14, A7, 0, A8, 16. So if you observe this, if n is odd, then it is decreasing. If n is odd, if n value is odd, then the sequence is multiple of 2. So if n is odd, then the series is 6, 4, 2, 0, so on. So here the first term is 6, common difference is 4 minus 6, which is minus 2. This series is in AP. Why? Because 2 minus 4 is minus 2 only, so we can say it as in AP. So nth term of AP is given as a plus n minus 1 into d, that is 6 plus n minus 1 into minus 2. So 6 minus 2n plus 2, that is 8 minus 2n. Next, if n is even, then series is 10, 12, 14, 16. Here first term is 10 and common difference 12 minus 10 is 2, 14 minus 12 is 2. So it is an AP. I can use nth term as a plus n minus 1 into d. That is 10 plus n minus 1 into 2. So 10 plus 2n minus 2. So 10 minus 2, which is 8. So 8 plus 2n. So we can write nth term, that is Tn, can be written as 8 plus 2n if n is even. Next, 8 minus 2n if n is odd. So this is the final answer. If n, I can take 2 common, so I can write another one as 4 plus n and 4 minus n. If n is even, if n is odd.